Welcome to episode 10 of the Real Pundits podcast. I'm Brandon,
This is Alex.
and today we're about to go see the Avengers Infinity Wars.
Yeah, well, let's get into that.
Before we go see that film, we're
Like
gonna
literally,
talk
we're gonna
about-
record this and get done recording and whatever.
Go watch this film. You're gonna have this is a warning.
Oh,
Next week, we're going to be doing our spoiler full review.
as much as we can do spoiler full. We're just gonna basically talk about the movie.
Correct, and we're not going to worry about spoilers. I'm not going to blatantly give things away.
Yeah, right.
But we are going to give away a specific subject because on the board tonight
Yes.
is the Avengers Deadpool.
Yes.
We are going to take a bet on who Thanos kills.
Yeah, and talk about certain things of the movie or things that I personally think that should be
Little predictions here.
predictions and things that should be honestly talked about before going into this movie. But before we do, we have our own format that we always go through and talk about. So, trailers for this week. I have to talk about. There's one that
I saw
can't-
Venom. And
Yeah.
that's the one I want to talk about.
That's the one I want to. I'll start off with that one.
All right. I'm sure you're going to say the same thing I'm going to say.
Okay, I've yet to be impressed. I mean, after Sony went through and released that CG-less version of it, adding the CG in there, okay, cool, you added the CG in there. Now, if that was the first trailer that we got, maybe I could go, okay, can I wrap my mind around this? Right now, I'm going, that's a big pile of steeping poop.
I'm impressed.
Huh?
I'm impressed by Topher Grace's portrayal of Venom now.
Oh, no. Wrong movie, man.
No, I know.
I got you.
But
I got you.
This trailer looks so bad that now I'm starting to appreciate Spider-Man 3, which we've never talked about this subject on
You
this
know
podcast.
what? We haven't talked about
I
Spider-
hate all three Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. There is only one redeeming quality in any of those films,
I'm
and
guessing
that's
you're saying
Doc
that-
Ock.
Yeah, Doc Ock.
That is the one redeeming quality in all three Spider-Mans. Not a single other choice of actor in that entire
trying to go
series
through it.
was a good choice, besides maybe Jameson.
And Defoe.
No, he was a terrible Norman Osborn.
Oh, that hurts.
I have a lot of respect for William Dafoe, and it's not that he did a terrible job. He was just the wrong choice. He did as good as William Dafoe can.
He did as good as William Dafoe can, but Doc Ock raised the bar as far as the Spider-Man movies. Whatever. But I thought Topher Grace, the transformation that they did with Topher Grace, I didn't think his acting
I
chops
do not
were-
view Eddie Brock as a scrawny little bullied kid. That's not the Eddie
No,
Brock
that's not
I know
based-
from the comics.
It's not the comic book Eddie Brock, but the transformation into Venom, I believed. Like, the teeth were a part of his own mouth. Things went crazy. He looked like Venom. This one with the neck helmet into teeth thing, I'm not impressed. And I'm really not impressed by, Hardy?
Tom Hardy.
He sounds like he's from Boston, maybe, or
And I
New York
like Tom
and Boston.
Hardy.
I think he was awesome as Bane. But
I think he was fantastic in the movie Warrior. I
That's
think
another
he
good
was
one.
even better in the movie Lawless. I am a fan of Tom Hardy, but dude,
This one, I'm not feeling. I think they just took the biggest guy they can find that had some acting chops and threw this movie together. I
Do you know what
honestly
would
feel
have
this
been
movie is
better?
rushed.
do you know what would have been better?
Huh.
John Cena already has to dye his hair blonde to play Duke Nukem.
There you go.
They could have made John Cena play Eddie Brock. He's big enough.
He's big enough, and other big problem with this Venom series is we're doing a Spider-Man-less Venom.
Which happens in the comics.
It happens in the comics a couple of different times, but we could use the current version for those people who don't read comics. There's a current version of Venom that is a paraplegic, and the Venom suit ends up giving him the ability to walk and do missions, and he's kind of like a military superhero type of thing. Not just saying that as a prior military person.
Upgrade.
Upgrade. There you go.
So, yeah.
Okay, now see,
That's literally.
That's probably
except the upgrade's a revenge thing, and Venom's wouldn't be so revengey.
revengey. Now, I personally feel that they could have done something better than the original Eddie Brock story, sans Spider-Man, and I think they could have done a better intro with it. They shouldn't have
One
put out that
positive.
Well, there's a positive.
One positive. At least we're going to see the portrayal of Venom as a hero instead of as a villain, because Venom's a pretty good anti-hero.
Right, and I can get behind that, but that's not going to sell me. That's not going to put my butt in the seat in the theater.
Oh, I didn't say I was going to go see it. I said at least.
I
will redbox it.
I will go see it in the theater just to see what they're actually going to do. I think this really is going to be one of those things of, if you see it in the theater, at least you get the chance to take in the theater concept before it goes in Redbox, and I'm like, I can pause this, go make some popcorn, come back.
Yeah.
I can pause this, do whatever, come back. No,
I can pause it, go do everything else, and then return it to Redbox.
that's probably what you're gonna end up doing, but that's besides the point.
But
Now, can we change trailers for a second?
yeah, go for it.
Okay. Now, this really isn't a trailer per se, but right now, CinemaCon's going on. Great thing, people talking about film, something I definitely want to get into. But they released the first image or like a poster of M. Night Shyamalan's Glass. So we're getting
I saw that. Oh,
part
man.
3 and the whole thing. I'm actually looking forward to it. M. Night Shyamalan has a chance. Yes, 3, my friend. 3. For those people who haven't been counting, Unbreakable.
I saw that.
Okay. Was it Switch? The one where the multiple personality thing is connected to that same universe.
Wait, the thing with dude from X-Men?
Yeah. That
Really?
Yes. That's
Split.
Split. That's what it was. Sorry, I totally forgot that one. So Split is a part of that universe.
And now you're going to go back to Glass.
It's not back to Glass. Now, the whole premise from the little bit of stuff I've been reading around the internets, which of course we all believe anything that comes from the internet as far as being true. But the rumored story comes down to Glass is doing his superpower thing or supervillain thing and is trying to get the guy from Split, knowing that if he can get to him, it'll bring Bruce Willis in so he can get the ultimate of all baddom. So it's going to be him kind of here.
Beast versus Unbreakable?
Basically, because he knows what's going on.
Oh, man.
But everybody's back, so
Yeah.
you're going to have all 3, and hopefully they'll tie the entire world up. I'm looking forward to seeing how it's done.
I saw the images, speaking of images,
Yeah.
for the new Halloween.
I'm not looking at anything Halloween yet.
I am so excited.
What?
Oh, my God, it looks so good.
I'm impressed.
The images.
I'm avoiding it because I don't want to see anything. I'm gonna try my best to do the whole go to the theater without seeing a single
Go back a few podcast episodes and hear me bash it, and then listen to me now.
That's what I was saying.
It looks so good, the images, and I can't wait to see the trailer. I've gotten past my doubt, and now I'm in the part I was afraid that I would get to, which is hopeful hype.
Hopeful hype is a good thing.
No, because that's what I got when I went opening day in 2010 to see A Nightmare on Elm Street. I had hopeful hype. I was so excited, even though I wasn't a fan of The Watchmen. I was so excited. I'm talking. I ran kicking and screaming to this theater, and it was fantastic. And by kicking and screaming, I mean I was screaming and kicking the people in front of me in order to get further ahead to go see this movie first.
And then it happened.
And then I raged out.
Well, at least it's good hype, and we'll see exactly how things go. I'm going to try to avoid things until I see a trailer. I want to get a trailer, not a teaser trailer, not a pre-trailer, the first real trailer.
They better do it soon. It's coming out soon.
I'm waiting. And there's a lot of things right now that seems to be a current trend of release a trailer literally like a month before it goes, which is kind of a good process, but they also put out a trailer a week until the show comes out.
They put out a trailer a week, they put out some clips, they put out...
Yeah.
And then, like, what happened to the art of the trailer? One of these episodes,
we want to talk about the art of the trailer.
We're going to have to get into the art of the trailer.
The best trailers. Let's do a top 10 best trailers.
I mean, we can do that. We can do a top 10 best trailers, but for now, let's get into the Marvel.
Oh, all right. All right. Still technically Marvel. The Deadpool 2 trailer, the final trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And this is where this is all important for me to lead up to us talking about our pre-Avengers show. They did it right. I'm honestly excited. It looks like the characters. The more stuff you see from it, the more I go, this is a comic book movie. I know I'm going to sit down and enjoy this movie. You have hints of characters. There is a rumor that Juggernaut is in the movie. I'm waiting to see how this is going to go down, especially in this universe. Seeing a lot of members from the original grouping of X-Force. I could see all this coming together. And there's still a mystery character because I've gone through and scrubbed the trailer quite a few times and watching it over and over again. When they jump out of the airplane, there's a parachute that has no one there. So either the person could turn invisible or they CG'd out who this specialized super guest star could be. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be the movie that's needed. So
I do have a the movie that I saw some leaks for. And I'm going to sound like a complete and total jerk when I bring this up.
Okay.
And I really didn't want
At least
to.
you're giving a disclaimer
But
nowadays.
I'm giving the disclaimer. Did you see the leak for Titans?
No, we're not getting onto this whole Titan thing.
No, I have to talk about this.
People got ignorant about that whole
Yeah,
situation.
here's my problem
really
with
don't
that
want to
photo.
get into it.
Here's my problem with that photo.
Oh boy.
It reminded me of Biggie Shorty from Pootie Tang.
What I tell you in a sip of time.
Dude, and I'm not doing that to bash her. Like immediately I was like, oh my god, are they doing a sequel to Pootie Tang? And then I was like, oh, it's the Titans. It was the biggest deflation I've ever had in my life.
See, that I can let go, but seeing the crap that was on the internet,
no, that was stupid.
that was ignorant.
I'm not
as
even
all-
gonna.
Yeah,
we're not even gonna get into that.
We gotta
No,
get away from that. We
I
gotta get
was
away from
so
that.
excited though because I thought they were doing a Pootie Tang sequel.
You know what? We have to sit there. Maybe in the world of Twitter, we can get together and harass Chris Rock and go. I know you have the script for.
He has to. And he has to get back Wanda Sykes. He has to get back everybody.
I mean, everybody else is going back to their properties they've already released. So why not go to
I know,
property?
look at him like M. Night Shyamalan. He's like, well, I can't do another Dead People movie, so let's just go back to the other success I had.
Yeah.
Eventually, he's going to do another movie about plants.
All right, you're gonna stop there because I know you're gonna start hating on stuff, and I actually like the concept of that one.
It's
All right,
stupid.
but the reason why I bring Deadpool 2 up, minus the fact that I'm amped to go see it, people took time with the original product. Yes, make it your own. Tell your own story. But remember, the original product that this whole thing was based off of is an original product. Base your stuff off of that, which leads me into the Avengers. Now, as a big comic book fiend, which I was gonna have this conversation on the Geek Down episode show, but I'm having it here because there's so much to talk about. I've read the Infinity Gauntlet comic. I have the trade. I've had the trade for years. Like years before there was an Iron Man, I've owned the trade. It's an amazing comic. There's a story to be told of Thanos. I also own a Thanos trade of all the solo comics of Thanos and then a couple of others. I like Thanos. He's an amazing character. He's complex. But we're getting into this movie. This is my transition straight into what we're going to go see in less than a half an hour or so. What are we doing with this movie? I mean, first things first. When Marvel puts out a topic of a title of a movie, and some of their titles sound cool. Winter Soldier. Okay, that makes sense. We're going to be dealing with the Winter Soldier. I'm going someplace with this. I'm not just ranting. We went to Civil War. Was it really a Civil War at all? I mean,
No.
was that really a war?
That
What
wasn't
is
even
Marvel?
that wasn't even closely based on the Civil War comic.
I'll even let that part go. Was that really a war, or was that just a brawl?
That was a brawl. It was super brawl.
It was super brawl. Now, see, for me, this is where I go. Marvel has a problem with their definitions of things. So walking into this movie, Infinity War.
There
Now-
better be a war.
Well, the trailers
show a war.
are showing a very large battle,
Yeah.
not a war.
My prediction is that's the only actual battle we're gonna get.
And that's the part that I'm honestly afraid of. I'm not bashing this movie. Of course, we've already bought tickets. I'm going to go see it. As a comic fan, I'm going, hey, I'm going to go in there with an open mind. But
You want to know what my hope is?
Hmm.
My hope is that Adam Warlock shows up.
okay,
We saw that at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where he was created almost like a teaser.
right.
So I'm hoping that out of nowhere, that's who comes and saves the day. Because in the comics,
That would make a little bit more sense. And I think that that's needed. We need something that will. This movie needs something that's going to make it where everyone goes, okay, the power level has been balanced. Because right now, Thanos can take on every cinematic Avenger that exists with no problems. Yes, them as a team, that would work. There was one of the cartoons they actually had, I think it's called Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, that he did this fight. He fought the main core grouping of Avengers. And it wasn't the fight that everyone is expecting. Thanos was just whooping up on these people. He made his mistake, which I'm hoping they don't take that same concept of, oh, I didn't get the fight the way I wanted to end, so I'm going to rewind time and do it again. That's what I'm hoping that does not happen in this movie, because then it's going to get boring really quickly. But for a character that's existed in the Marvel Universe for 10 plus years, he's not a threat. And I think that's my problem with the Infinity War. He's not a threat. He has the gauntlet. We don't, if you only follow the movies, what does this gauntlet do? They've been chasing stones for how many movies? 17? 18 movies?
Mm-hmm.
One stone can do something. We saw a little bit of what one stone can do, but having that in the gauntlet, why don't you just put all the gauntlets in your hand and just hold it? Why is this gauntlet important? Based off of the movie. Now, see,
Right.
as comic fans, there are people who are going to honestly know, whoa, wow, the gauntlet means something. Thanos is powerful before the gauntlet. Thanos is powerful before the stones. He's a threat with all that. You're not showing.
They're not going to get into his race. They're not going to get into any of that stuff.
I don't mind that. You can skip that. You better make me believe that this guy is
They're
dangerous.
also not going to get into his infatuation with Lady Death, which realistically, you would honest to God, need Deadpool for.
Not even Deadpool. This is actually going to go into the whole thing when you were talking about, what was it, Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah.
You've just created a cinematic universe version of Death. I thought at the end of Thor Ragnarok, she was going to get a little bit of a reprieve, or if she shows up in this movie, I'll be like, there's our Death for the MCU. I'd be cool with that. At this point, I'm going, okay.
The reason it needs to be
You want to tie
because I want that Thanos loves Death, Death loves Wade Wilson loves Wade Wilson.
Listen, it would be a great movie.
That comedic triangle.
It would be funny.
That would be the best romance comedy of the year.
I think it would be. But before,
which technically Deadpool 1 was.
Yeah, which it actually was. We were talking about something, and we made a bet.
Okay. So we're going to get into the Deadpool thing here.
We're going to get into the Deadpool, because before we start talking about ideas and things, because I went on my little rant, I had my little nerd rage, my nerd tears have fallen.
Okay.
We're going to make
so
we
here's
made a
the bet.
All right.
Okay.
Set up the bet.
We are going to decide. We are going to predict who's going to die in this film. That is the Deadpool. We're going to take the existing Avengers and Marvel characters that we know are going to appear in this film,
which is almost everybody,
and we are going to predict who's dead.
Okay.
So, now, if I lose, we've already talked about this. I will have to watch and review the movie Twilight. That's right, the movie Twilight, because I haven't seen it and I've boycotted it so much, and I hate the concept of the series. I'm going to have to review and watch this film. Alex is going to have to watch and review Frozen.
I don't want to build a snowman. All right.
That is going to be, and if we both lose, if neither one of us nail it.
If neither one of us nail it.
I have, we've thought, we have two options, and we'll decide before, once we've seen the film. We can either let my cruel wife decide the punishment, which she likes the idea of.
Oh, wow.
Or we can let the internet decide, and I don't know who would be more vicious.
I think the internet would be more vicious, and I could really accept whatever the internet comes up with versus what your wife's going to come up with.
Yeah.
Because it could actually work in my benefit. She's a big Miyazaki
Studio
Ghibli's fan. So I could win in this.
No, she'd do something because she knows I enjoy Studio Ghibli.
Okay.
So she would do something that she knows would more than likely drive me nuts. Maybe not you.
Okay, see, that wouldn't be fair. So the whole thing is, if we both are totally wrong,
we're going to put it out there on the internet
for the internet to pick a movie for us to go through and we watch and review. Now, sans that, what are you expecting from this movie?
Okay,
I mean,
so
is there anything positive that you can say that you're looking forward to in this movie?
I'm hoping that.
It's a deep thought, man.
Man, okay. So I'm hoping for, like I said, Adam Warlock to show up.
Okay.
I'm hoping that the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm hoping it's not one of those like we start the film with everybody on Earth for some reason. I'm hoping that's not what happens. Because if it's just like, meanwhile, on Earth, and everybody, the Guardians of the Galaxy, all the Avengers, we've forgotten about the Civil War, everybody's all together, hanging out, buddy. Like, I'm going to have a real...
Eating shawarma.
I'm going to have a really big problem with that.
I'm hoping that we get into
I want a multiple location movie.
Yeah, I want a choppy movie, in all honesty, to cram 2 hours worth of all this information. I'm expecting this movie's going to be
rapid fire.
And we're not going to have a huge
If it's not,
pause.
I'm going to be disappointed.
For what it is?
It better be. They better be split up. They better be all over the place. We've got the Guardians of the Galaxy to get to Earth. We've got Tony and his crew of people post of Civil War, because we still haven't gotten the Avengers post Civil War, except Thor. And Thor and Banner are together with Loki. Now, if you
And his
saw
ship
the
full
end
of
of
people.
if you saw the end of Thor Ragnarok, you know how that's going to go already.
Oh yeah, we should spoiler. Type
Yeah.
of
Okay.
thing.
So, spoiler alert: if you haven't watched Thor Ragnarok yet, and you should have,
By now,
the end scene of that, the after credit scene, is them flying out of exploding Asgard,
mhm.
and here's a big ship. That ship looks an awful lot like Thanos' ship. Now we don't know for a fact that it's Thanos' ship. I'm going to go ahead and guess that it's Thanos' ship. And if you've seen the trailers for Infinity War, you know that there's a big splody thing and Thor is floating around in space. So if you put two and two together, that ship be dead.
Yep.
Now,
So, and also all the people that were on
the
that
ship.
ship are also dead.
and it does look like in the trailer that Loki dies. So I'm predicting that. But
Okay.
But Loki
We have to-
died.
that gets in the
Loki
Deadpool.
dying could be.
To me, all right, I have a reason for that one.
Mm-hmm,
And this is gonna go. I'll put the first markup on the Deadpool.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go a generalized, and I'll give you my list of my generalized. You messed with Thanos, you have to die.
And Loki did. He betrayed him in the first Avengers.
Which is where I go. Loki is my first one.
Yeah.
Number 2, Nebula. You had a job. You end up hanging out with the Guardians. You kind of betrayed me here and there. I expect her death to be maybe what's what kicks it off. Shuts down her mechanical parts and rips those off her body and kicks her out into space. I'd be happy with that. Nothing against the actress or the character, but
Yeah, Karen Gillian's done a really good job.
a great job. But she betrayed Thanos. We have to start this movie where
Gamora too.
Gamora is on my list, my Deadpool list.
To be honest with you, there's only one Guardian I expect to survive.
Groot.
Yes. No, actually, my prediction is simple.
Okay, which on your Deadpool?
Everybody dies.
That's your pull.
Everybody, every major character
Okay.
from all of the Marvel movies present. Major characters.
Okay, so there's still gonna be somebody at the end of it.
Like,
all right, in that case, then who's gonna be still around? Let's narrow it down.
Ant-Man and Wasp are going to be still around because they
Okay.
have a film coming out.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
I'm going to predict that.
Okay, that's
Ant-Man's
safe.
probably nowhere near this film.
He could be. He could be like inside of somebody's ear,
yeah,
or
but I
in
think
in
he
a
lives.
pocket dimension. All right, who
I
else?
think he lives.
Okay, we have to give it to him.
I believe that Agent Coulson's still alive because he's still alive on the show, and they're not cross genre.
Okay,
yet.
okay,
Even
I'll
though
let
he's been in the films, he won't come back.
Oh.
I believe that
Like, what Avenger is going to be left? Who do you say is going to be standing at ground zero at the end of this whole thing? Going
at the end of this film, my hope that none of them.
Okay,
That's my prediction.
that's
None of the Avengers. Maybe Black Panther.
okay, and a Guardian or two.
Maybe Groot and Rocket.
All right, I can see that because Drax.
Drax is going to throw himself at Thanos.
I'm hoping
Star-Lord is going to be stupid and do the same thing.
I think there's going to be a solo. I got this one. I got to fight. He's going to do his, and it's going to be a fight between those two for at least a good 5 minutes. That he's on my list of he has to go.
Star-Lord or Drax?
Drax is not going to miss an opportunity. His entire character has been built
to kill Thanos.
Is kill Thanos.
So this is my Ant-Man and Wasp and maybe I will say Black Panther lives.
Okay. Because see, on my list, Nebula, Loki, Drax. I'm expecting Iron Man to go.
Yep, I'm expecting Iron Man, Spider-Man.
I'm not expecting Spider-Man to go at all.
No?
Character has movies coming.
No, how do you know? They haven't released any Spider-Man movies.
That Homecoming was done.
Now
way
we're
too
also
well.
not. We're also forgetting that the next Avengers film could literally be.
I'm expecting a new team.
I'm expecting a time reversal.
I'm expecting a brand new team.
I'm literally your prediction for like I didn't like how that went. I'm going to rewind time. I'm expecting that to be the premise of Avengers 4.
Who's going to rewind time? If he gets all of the stones by the end of this movie, it's going to be him in control of it. So that means Strange. Here's my other thing.
I think Strange
will
lives.
not.
I think Strange dies.
Strange won't die.
I think Strange dies in this film.
I don't think so. I think Strange figures something out and is not there when death should be there and is gone. I think Strange is going to be the person who's going to be the pusher of the next new Avengers. He's going to be a member of the new Avengers.
I don't think so.
I think so. I think Strange will live
I don't
because
think
for
so.
some odd reason he's already been through this whole fight, kind of like the whole thing with Dormammu. I've done this fight. I know where it's going to happen. Okay, cool.
See, I think Strange is going to make a mistake. I think Strange is going to lose the Time Stone to Thanos.
I don't think so. I think that's going to be the hardest fight
This
for
is
him.
this is going to be my big prediction.
Okay.
Thanos gets all the stones.
Then what do we have at that point? Is game over? There's nothing more to
Right.
watch.
That's going to be that's going to be the premise of Avengers 4 because there are going to be people living. So there's going to have to, and there's going to be other heroes coming.
It's going to be it'll be a brand. Oh, I won't say a brand new team. I think it'll be like another version of Black Widow because we've been playing around with the whole Black Widow thing. We haven't really gotten into there's more than one Black Widow. A new Black Widow. What's the boy with the Hawkeye? Definitely going to be there. I think Spider-Man's going to be a part of that new team. Falcon will probably take on the mantle
Falcon might live.
of Captain America.
No, I think if anybody,
You think Bucky's going to be the person?
I think Bucky's the one out of that grouping for Cap to live.
Okay.
And I think he takes the shield.
He takes the shield. Panther is definitely going to be there. And I think that probably would be about it. I'm expecting Wanda.
Go on.
That is a problem that he cannot handle. Thanos cannot mess with Wanda.
I bet he kills her.
He like immediately. I think that's where the whole thing of getting the stone out of I can't remember that Vision's head. As the comic book person, has to be reminded of Vision's name. I think that's where she's going to die, and it's not going to be a long talk fight. It's going to be like, I know your power level. You got to go.
I don't think Wanda. I don't think even Wanda does much besides try to protect Vision.
She has to throw down. She hasn't really thrown down.
I don't think they're going to do that. I really think they're going to keep her a side character, Vision love interest, and they're going to do her a disservice.
What a waste.
I agree because you know what how they should have introduced Wanda
with Eric
with House of M.
Yeah,
they should have just bought Fox, waited.
Which wait a minute though, that could be another way that they could end up doing this whole thing. Wanda gets through too many people die. She has that mental flip and just
House of M's the world.
Yeah.
God, I hope so. There's another thought here.
Okay.
They own Fox now. The Infinity Wars could end.
Okay.
With everybody dead. Thanos has got the glove.
Why do you keep on seeing everybody's dead? I don't think it's going to end like that.
Well, there's going to be some people living, but all of the Avengers that we know
are retiring.
Dead.
Yeah.
All of the Guardians, minus maybe Rocket and Groot, are dead. Groot's not going to die for marketability reasons. He's too adorable. You can sell too much of his stuff.
And Rocket is the other part of that whole
Correct.
equation.
It's literally the George Lucas formula of Ewoks. Sell much merchandise. Spider-Man's going to die.
No.
If he doesn't die, look, this is why I think Spider-Man's going to die. He's way out of his league. Logically, if you rank the Avengers power level.
But that's more than enough reason to have Iron Man go down. Iron Man will sacrifice himself to protect
Iron Man's
the boy.
going to go down in a different way.
Nope. Iron Man's going to go down protecting Spider-Man, and that's when Doc's going to be like, Portal, you're out of here.
Do you know who the biggest, who I think's going to, who do you think is going to give Thanos the most trouble?
I already put up my wish, because I know that with the way these movies are going, I'm not going to get my wish. I say it's Wanda. Wanda in power level, it's going to be Wanda. As far as
out of the Avengers, like, let's be logical.
Out of the Avengers, there's only one. And based off of what happened in Thor Ragnarok, I'm really questioning on whether or not it's going to happen. It's going to be Hulk. It's always been Hulk. Because after a certain point, he's like, this guy won't die. I have to start using some of the gauntlet to actually destroy this guy. Turn him old. That didn't work. He's going to have to figure out, I have to separate what's inside of him out. I think
I don't think.
I think it's the combination of people that he's going to be fighting is what's going to give Thanos a problem. But that's because they're doing. Originally, it's Thanos. Like, I can take them all on. Thanos has his own crew.
Yeah, he's bringing them.
Yeah,
he's bringing the entire. I forget their name.
So
the Black Circle.
Or something like
whatever.
That. So some of them are no joke. Also, So I think that's where we run into our biggest problem is we can go back and forth over who and who's not, but your Deadpool is, I personally think, a cheap way out.
No, because if they all don't die, I lose. If the people that I count as living, right?
Mm.
If T'Challa, Ant-Man and Wasp, of course, and who else did I say?
That was
Basically it. Groot, Rocket, and maybe. No. Okay, I'm going with those. Those are the living people, and maybe Falcon
and Thor.
Nope,
come on,
Thor dies.
Oh, come on.
He's gonna die.
I don't think so.
Everybody but T'Challa. This is my prediction.
Your prediction.
Everybody but Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye. Hawkeye doesn't die.
Okay. Ant-Man and Wasp.
Ant-Man and Wasp don't die. Falcon doesn't die, and Bucky doesn't die. And then Groot doesn't die, and Rocket doesn't die. Everybody else dies.
Okay,
this is my prediction.
That's your prediction.
If any of those other people live, I lose.
Okay.
I really think it's going to be like Thanos is going to be, because I think he's going to get all 5 stones, and I think he's going to wax everyone.
Anticlimactic?
Marvel.
Yeah, but you might get your other wish of the ending of comic book movies, because I really think they have to do it. It would have to be done in a way that I would go, okay, I can accept that. I'm okay with that. And that's where my problem lies. But that's our Deadpool, because
mine is. What did you pick?
My Deadpool is very simple. I have a very small list in comparison to yours of almost all of the entire
list who I think is going to live.
That's how your Deadpool works. Mine is Nebula, Loki, Drax, Iron Man, Gamora. Those people are gone.
Okay.
They have to. If you mess
so it's Nebula.
Nebula messed up with
Loki, Drax,
Iron Man for sacrifice, and Gamora.
Not Cap.
No,
you don't think Cap?
I don't think Cap's going to be dead. There's different, like you said, dead. I think if Cap gets through this, he's going to be messed up. He's not going to be able to be Cap anymore. We're talking about mangled Cap. Like he can't raise the shield anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think Thor's going to find him cute. Be like, oh wow, you have willpower, right? And beat the living tar. When we're talking about
Thanos, you mean, not Thor.
Yeah, sorry, person. But the whole point is, it's going to be a butt whooping. And after that, that's it.
All right,
he's going to be out of the game. So, on that note,
we're going to go watch this film.
It's time to go watch the movie.
Next week, you'll find out the winner. Or go see it yourself and find out the winner.
Go see the movie yourself. Yes. That's our thing for this week. Go see the movie.
And normally I would boycott comic book films, but we've been waiting a decade. I want to see if all of my pessimism is correct.
And this could be the end of it. Everybody, enjoy a good movie if you're going to go see it this weekend. We'll be back next week to go through and talk about this movie.
Yeah.
Bro.
Thank you. Bye.